Good morning, YouTube. Yeah, doing this again. So I'm currently a bit less than 10 weeks out of my next competition. So yeah, we've started prep, a bit of a late decision to do this one, but I'm changing over to NPC, so it was the only possibility I had. But gonna be doing that, just weighed myself, and I was 112.7 kg, which is pretty fine. I'm pretty lean already. But yeah, prep started, so I'm gonna make my breakfast, show you that. I'm gonna try and take you through my day and what I eat and how I'm gonna get lean and what I'm doing, and gonna try and train my workout if I can. But yeah, and also I've just made breakfast. Well, here it is. That's my breakfast. So 4 slices of toast. That's 7 egg whites and one whole egg, a banana, and a black. So that is my breakfast now. The macros of that, let me just look, as I wrote everything down. 65 grams of carbs, 43 grams of protein, 15 grams of fat, and that comes up to about 590 calories. So that is my breakfast. Now I'm gonna eat that. That's also my pre-workout meal. So in about an hour and a half, I'm gonna go and work out. It's push day, and it's the first day after my deload, so it's a new mesocycle to get fresh into prep. So yeah, it will be going. My total calories at the moment, or my total macros, are about let me remember, 400 grams of carbs, 275 grams of protein, and then 60 grams of fat. So that is my current macro division. I think that's like 3,300 or 3,200 calories. I'm gonna have breakfast and meal prep, I think. Yeah, and I work out. So see you in the next thing I do today, and hopefully it's interesting and you enjoy it. So currently meal prepping, as you can see right there, right here. Yeah, so that's pasta, and that's just chicken. So it's a kilogram of pasta. Well, this is all uncooked, and then there's a kilogram of chicken, and this is the meal I eat during work. So it's it comes out like cooked pasta, like 100. Cooked chicken is like 110, 120 grams when it's cooked per meal, and then the pasta is about 600 grams. So I can still eat this meal because it's pretty calorie dense, of course. I put some sauce in it as well, but I can still get away with it because I'm still on quite high calories. So this meal would be bigger in my massing phase, or like post-lockdown phase, I'd say. And now I'm still keeping it in because I can get away with it, and I like the meal. It's easy to make, it's fast. So this food is for the next 6 days. So this specific meal, in a week or two, we're gonna have another calorie decrease, and I'm gonna be exchanging this meal for something else with more volume. So I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry now. I'm still satiated and all that. But I know that if my calories go below 3,000, I cannot get away with a meal like this. So yeah, for now I can still enjoy it, and then when the next decrease has to be made, I'll exchange this with something else more voluminous. But for now, I'm just gonna finish this, put it in all my Tupperware boxes, and then after that I'm gonna go to the gym. So see you all later. So meal prep all done, as you can see. 6 days with the pasta, and then there's a chicken there. I'm gonna let this cool down now whilst I go to the gym, and when I come back I put it in the fridge. So what I do is, before I get to work, I take one portion out of pasta, put like 120 grams of chicken on it because it's all weighed out. I put like 100 grams of this cheap sauce I get pre-prepared from the shop, which is just easy. Yeah, so now get that pre-workout in. So that's right here, all done. The one I use, this is just not sponsored or anything, it's just this one from my protein. It's called the pre-workout. It's fine. It does what it needs to do. Nothing too crazy. So yeah, push day, first day mesocycle. I'm excited. I want to work out. I want to push again. So I'm gonna have this pre-workout, and then I'm off to the gym, and I'm gonna try and film everything there. See how Right, so just got back home after that push day. Filmed pretty much everything. There's like one exercise, I think. Yeah, like abdominal crunches with the cable. I couldn't really film because there was just too many people walking around there, but yeah, simple exercise, you know what it is. Now I'm gonna have my post-workout meal, which is 120 grams of oats with a bit of protein powder, I think about 10 grams just for taste. Some milk and water mixed to get that whole mixture going, and 200 grams of cottage cheese. So yeah, I'm gonna fix that, and then I've got client calls. I think 2 client calls. I gotta change some meal plans. Gotta set some weekly targets, and 2 more people's plans. If I've got it written down, yeah. So I'm gonna be doing that. I'll show you the meal. I'll talk about the macros and all that, but I need to get going now. Right, so this is the meal right here. As you can see, oatmeal and cottage cheese. Not that interesting, but it tastes good. I like it, and it's simple, easy to make, fast. So the macros in this meal, this is one of my biggest meals actually, together with the one in the evening. It's 90 grams of carbs, 58 grams of protein, and 22 grams of fat. Yeah, not optimal actually, now that I think about it. I have my fats post-workout. Fuck, I gotta change that. I just noticed that actually, because I just made this meal plan for prep, so I gotta fix that. And then the total calories are 819, so 820 calories, give or take. So I'm gonna be eating this, have my client calls. If there's anything interesting happening in this day, I'll film it, or it will be my next meal before I head off to work. See you all later. Alright, so I'm getting ready for work now. I'm gonna eat my next meal, but I'm gonna prepare the food for work. So I'm just gonna put this down here, keep talking what I'm doing, and yeah. So as you can see, I've got the pasta here which I made, which I'm just gonna put on the scale, add it to 0. And this is the sauce that I use. It's very cheap, simple, whatever. And I'm gonna take 100 grams of that, and that has like 80 calories, which I can still permit myself at this phase of the cut. I'm still allowed to have that kind of, there it is, 100. Yeah, spending the macros in that kind of way. This will of course move when the calories go lower. The chicken again, I'm gonna just put, because this is cooked now, so it's lost a lot of its weight. I'm gonna put like 110 grams of that. So that's basically, I'm gonna take this to work. It's quite a big meal, to be honest. Yeah, so this I'm gonna eat around 8:30. And in between I'll have a protein shake as well. So I've got that here. I'm gonna take 50 grams in a shaker. I'm gonna eat that around, or drink that around 6-ish. And then here I've got my tuna, which I'm gonna put on a wrap. Very simple. Put a little bit of ketchup in there, like the light zero ketchup. So when that's done, I'm off to work, so it's not that long anymore. I've got like 15 minutes until I have to leave. I'm not going to film anything at work because it's nothing special. It's just me working in a factory setting and eating my meals when I can. When I come back home, I'll film my pre-bed meal. But yeah, I feel great. It's going well because it's the first week, so it's not hungry, I'm not starving, I'm satiated, everything's fine. So I'm gonna eat all of this now, get ready, head off to work, and I'll see you tonight. Right, so I've just returned from work. It's currently like 10 past 12, so I had my 8-hour shift, just like every other guy. Yeah, I'm gonna have my pre-bed meal, so I'm gonna have that, and I'll go through like some macros I forgot saying during the day. Yeah, so I'm gonna prepare that and get ready for bed, because I need to get up in the morning to go lift again and do all this shit over. So we're gonna fix that. Right, so I've prepared my meal. It's these rice cakes. Alright, so I've got 5 small rice cakes. They're like tiny ones. Didn't have the big ones this week. I've got like 150 grams of chicken and an apple before I go to bed. The macros of this meal, this one right here, are like 85 grams of carbs, 32 grams of protein, 10 grams of fat. It comes to 575 calories. Then at work, I first had that protein shake, which isn't optimal. You know, liquid calories aren't great. I'd rather have something solid, but you know, I don't really have time to eat anything at work. I can just drink that really fast, and it doesn't bother anyone. So that's 50 grams of whey protein, which is 45 grams of protein, 1.2 grams of carbs, and 0.2 grams of fats, what comes out to 186 calories. Then at 8:30 I had my big meal, my pasta with sauce and chicken, which is kind of nice. That's 150 grams of chicken uncooked, so cooked is about 110, 120. 166 or 170 grams of pasta. Uncooked and cooked, that's about 500 to 600. And then I have 100 grams of spaghetti sauce, which I showed you guys. So that's 127 grams of carbs, 58 grams of protein, and 9 grams of fat, which comes to a total of 834 calories. And then the tuna and wrap I had before with a little bit of ketchup before I went to work is 150 grams of tuna, 1 wrap, and a bit of ketchup, which comes to 32 grams of carbs, almost 33 grams of carbs, 40 grams of egg whites, and 5 grams of fat. So that's what I eat at the current time. That's a grand total of 400 grams of carbs, 402 grams of carbs, 276 grams of protein, and 61 grams of fat. A grand total of 3,344 calories. You know, it's not going to be exactly that, because like this apple is going to have a variation, the banana in the morning is going to have a variation, the egg size is going to have a variation, but by being consistent with this, I'll be able to determine after a week, hey, how's it going? So yeah, I'm already getting leaner. Of course, I've got the mass, I've built a mass even during lockdown, so that's nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna eat this and go to bed because I'm tired and do it all again. You know, I've got 10 weeks of this, just doing the same shit over and over and changing some food here and there. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna try and do this all more often. I'm gonna try it more informative maybe, because this is kind of boring just seeing me talk to the camera about just plain food. Or maybe it's interesting, I don't know, maybe you like it. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking, I'm gonna eat, and see you all in the next video, hopefully. Cheers.